Let's see what kind of spot I'm in. Put this down a little bit. Oh, all right, I'm gonna put you over here. You really can't see my fucking whole arm, can you? Yeah, I'm fucking long, huh? Yeah, put it right there. Maybe putting it right over here. That's even worse. You really can't see anything now. If she gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop. Go, let it go. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Lower it down a little bit. I can bring it lower, but that's fine, I guess. Oh, I should stretch it out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Got us a minute. Almost 2 minutes and no one even on, huh? Hope someone shows. I don't think one's gonna show. Might be a no call, no show. It's a no call, no show. All right. Oh, welcome everybody. I wanted to wait before I started. There's 4 guys here. My name is Mike. This is Everitt Archery, and I'm gonna do a practice with my bow. I'll give you guys a quick lowdown on what I got. This is a budget bow. We got 4 guys in here. It is a Diamond Edge 320. Everything's been modified on this except for the rest. Oh my god, the quiver. This is the octane quiver. Everything else has been modified. I'm gonna probably change this out to something else. I don't know what yet, but for the time being, that's been left on here. I got new strings, new peep. Which peep I don't know. I got gas strings and gas weights, gas strings. HHA Optimizer X sight. I took off the sun shield that was here. This whole thing is, you can see from here, it's pretty big. So it made it really heavy. This is like I think this is a 32-inch axle bow. When I put the sun shield on here, it made it heavy. So it really made it forward heavy. I was normally using a different stabilizer. I was using a 10-inch bee stinger. So I took it off and put a 6 here with 1 weight and put my 8 with all 3 weights in the back. Again, everything here has been modified. So HHA Optimum sight is new. This is the you can't see it. That is the, oh my god, I can't show you because it's in the way. You can kind of see it right there. That is the drop away rest from a ripcord. It's the limb driven. That's hence the football thing there. It's the micro adjustment, which is a adjustment there, and an adjustment right there. I kind of was playing with it, trying to make it work. So I was fudging with it with a wrench and kind of stripped it a little bit. But the rest looks like this. Really nice. I'm glad I got it. I had on here originally, it was a whisker biscuit, and I got this because I noticed when I shoot, when I do this, I tend to do that just a little bit right as I shoot. I either do this and I do that at the last second, so my arrows kind of do that, and I wanted to try something different. So I got that rest on there, and like I said, I put a full motion back bar on this with the 8-inch bee stinger stabilizer and the 6-inch stabilizer. I do have the 10. 10's on the floor. And I also got, you can't see them right there, but it's the Limb Saver Broadhead uh, Limb Saver Broadhead Limb Dampener. Sorry, I couldn't say it. Let me say it once. And I also have a little bow stand from Pine Ridge. The bow is a budget bow. Like I said, it was about $400. I bought it about 5 years ago. I've gone through strings and cams, I think 2 times because it was a mistake that I dropped it by accident. So that's the bow. I have brought this bow to tack, hence why that's there. This is a TAC 25 sticker from Vermont. I did bring the TAC. I have not set up my I have not set up my tape site yet. Site tape because I keep doing it and I keep forgetting to set it up. That drops. It drops. Yeah, this is a drop away. It's the Michael Dressman ripcord. It was one of the hey, thank you, Zion. It was one of those ones that was cheaper on the list. Can you make me a moderator? I watch you all the time. Oh, really? I think I might. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with me and sticking with my show and all that fun stuff. Oh, but yeah, this does drop. See, it does drop. So anyway, we'll do a couple 20-yard shots. I saw a video on TikTok once about a guy who took a baseball, took a tennis ball, put it on the string, and then just rested on the sight on the target. I did it at 20 yards as a cold shot. I shot 3 on target, which was kind of surprising because I don't normally do that, and I usually don't warm up. I just come out and shoot. So anyway, besides that, I was gonna do it today. That's why I brought that up. I was gonna do it today, but I'm like, I just want to shoot. I have like an hour, maybe hour and a half. I want to just come out and shoot. I haven't been shooting for about 2 months. Worked on my roof, so I have not shot my bow in about 2 months. So this is my first time shooting this bow in a while, and I gotta walk it back to 65 yards, which won't happen today. It'll happen eventually. I just wanted to shoot and enjoy. But anyway, just want to give you guys a lowdown. So that's my new modification. My new setup for my bow is a 6-inch to an 8 with the sun shield missing because the sun shield I made this whole thing just do this. And there's no lens there. I put the sun shield on hoping it would make it different. It really didn't. Just made it heavier. So let's get some shots in. I have you guys step back enough where I can hopefully you'll see my hand and my arm movement. And I'm at 20 yards. And the reason why you're that far away, because I want you to see the bow in my hand, like so. So I'm also using my famous and best release, which is the Trophy Ridge Precise. I'm left eye dominant, right hand dominant. So I see better at my left eye, hence why the bow is left-handed, hence my right hand. So I use this, it's a 4-finger. It's nice, I like it. For $100, I'm a person that does not believe in buying stuff that's like ridiculously overpriced. I just can't. I can't buy something that's way overpriced. So that's why I bought this for $100. I didn't want to buy anything more than $100 for a release. That's crazy. I mean, the fact that people sell things for $100 or more, and it's a small little thing, is just insane. Anyway, so let's put this in. I'm gonna aim for my bag. I will be doing a video hopefully later on with me shooting from here and putting a camera on my bag. I'm just waiting for my GoPro and my cameras to charge up. All right, let's dial in. 20-yard shot, cold shot, no pressure. Ooh. No pressure at all. Just got like 9 or 10 people watching me, watching my every move, making sure if I fudge up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at that, you did bad." I say, "Yep, I done bad." When I went to tack, I didn't have the drop away rest. I probably should have. And to be honest, I shot for a couple months. I think I had like a month or something like that to dial in my sight. And I think I did dial it in, but I had grabbed the wrong. I did something wrong. I didn't do something right with the numbers. So my numbers were all wrong. Oh. It's funny, when I started shooting, and I think I said before, I've always shot wrong for a long time. I would never put enough tension in my back, my string arm, which is my release aid arm. I couldn't put enough tension on it. The back. It's gonna be a problem. I always never put enough tension in my back arm, meaning I sorry, this was catching my hand. I was doing this and was catching it, so I gotta like tuck this under. I was always doing something wrong when I shot. I always just pull it back and then just do this. Right? When I did that, my bow arm would go doink, doink, and it would be like dink. So I watched enough videos to know better, but knowing better and doing better is two different things. So like you have to, if you practice wrong, you're gonna shoot wrong every time, which I learned. Uh, yeah, I'm not even gonna answer that. Anyway, so when I would shoot, I would just do this. So I learned to pull back a little bit more and then fire it. And my arm would fall back like it's supposed to, and my bow arm would just fly forward. It's funny, when I do my recurve, I have 4 bows, if you guys know. Sorry, I'm sure some of you guys know, but I have 4 bows. I have 2 compound and 2 recurve. I have a hunting recurve and I have I'm trying to say optimizer. That's not the right word. I have an Olympic style recurve. Sorry, I couldn't say it. So I have a 68 inch, a 62 inch, my 36 inch compound, and an old school Jennings. So when I shoot my 68 inch recurve, I kind of just bring it back to my nose, and it's right-handed, and then I release differently. I release better with that. But my 62 inch, because I'm 6'1", it's harder for me to bring it back and pull because I can't. It's too much tension. It's a lot. It's the stacking on that thing is ridiculous. Like it goes from like 42 to like 42, like the 49 pounds. Let me just flip you guys around. I'm just gonna walk you down. So yeah, it's hard to shoot the 62 inch because my arms are long and the stacking is ridiculous. So I always shoot one bow wrong. That's ugly. That is not what I want to do. But at least I know I got them. I stacked them up pretty good. I do have my deer here. I like to practice on this first so I can get used to it. Because this is why. Because if I would have missed, and I might have, I mean it's pretty high up. I was aiming for center. I could have missed that real quick and been a problem. Oh, by the way, this is where. Where's it? The string was for the bow, for the this was for the ball. Where the ball is now, God knows. But if I can find the ball, I'll sorry, I'm looking for it right now. If I can find the ball, I'll put it back on. And what I did was, what the hell was that? Nope. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking around. And what I did was I basically put the ball. This is a hole here. I mean, that's a hole. Clearly, it's a hole. So I put the ball here, shot it once, and it went right inside here. And my finger goes all the way in there. So the ball went in there, and I shot it 2 more times, and it went, and I got it on the ball those 3 times in there. So for 20 yards, that's pretty good. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's what I did. And don't judge me. So anyway, that's what I did. Let me flip you back around real quick. Uh, uh, so yeah, that's what I did with that, and I thought that was pretty cool. I do plan on doing that again. I do want to do I'm trying to do some product review videos about something. For instance, I want to do a product review of my update for my bow, and I have a biter. How do you say this? It's a biter bow vise, but it's called like a multi thing. I don't know, but basically all it is a bow vise. But I bought it from Lancaster, and it was like $100. For you guys that want to work in your bow and like do things with your bow, for instance, I don't know, put on a sight or just your sight, or even like what's the word? Just basically do like maintenance on your bow. That bow vise, not a press, a bow vise is nice. It's $100. There's no point buying. I mean, like there's a thing called like October Orange something, and it's like $350 for a bow vise. Like that's crazy. Who's gonna spend $300 plus for a bow vise? You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I got a budget. I got a car payment to take care of. I ain't trying to spend that kind of paper on a vise. I'm not. See, for me, this is a hobby. I don't go out and make money off what I'm doing. You know, I'm not getting paid from YouTube. I'm not getting paid from nobody. No one's giving me a fucking check every month for doing my videos. I got what? Not even like I'm under 500 views here. So if I had more viewers, I'd probably get paid. And if I get paid, I can do better videos. But I don't have it. So everything I buy is out of my own pocket. So I'm not trying to spend a shit ton of money for things and not get reimbursed. That ain't me. I believe if I have money and I have something, I need to get paid for it because I'm not gonna buy it and not do this. I can't. So anyway, let's do another one more shot. Give me my bearings right. I will say, by the way, my bow now, the way it is a lot lighter with this 6" to 8 and with this missing. This bow is relatively light. It's about 3 pounds, I think. It was heavy at my 10. It was just heavier. And then heavy's good, but heavy sucks too. If you're gonna have a heavy bow, it just over time you get tired. So I don't want to do that. So if you're gonna get a bow, a compound bow, even like a budget bow like this, buy it. Buy a budget bow, tune it up, modify it to make this your Honda project. If you guys back in the day had a Honda Civic, you know what I'm talking about. You just get the Honda Civic, you hook it up, you know, pull the bullshit Honda motor out, put the Integra motor in, and swap everything out. Just make this a Frankenstein. I made this a Frankenstein because I've had it for 4 or 5 years. Love the bow. Yeah, there's a few things like the plastic limb pockets, but it's been good to me. I don't hunt with this. I just practice shooting. I go target shoots. And the thing is, if I ever decide to get rid of this, I can strip everything down. I can take this off. I can take that off. I can take the sight off, take my stabilizers off, and I can put on a new bow if I really wanted to. And FYI, just in case you guys are wondering, if I am in the hunt for a new bow, I am. And the bow I want to buy is another compound. It is the so backstory. I wanted to buy the Darton Sequence 35 ST square. Apparently, that was last year's model. They stopped making it because they made the Darton Tritech bow, which is the same thing. It just has 3 different technologies on it. So they got rid of the consequence or the sequence. I keep calling it consequence. Sorry about that. The sequence, and they made this one out. So I'm trying to buy that for Christmas if I make a pup. Hopefully I can get it, but I don't know. If I get it, great. No, my back has not woods. I have there's woods back there. Sorry, I'm just reading. There's woods back there. Directly the opposite is my house. So my neighbors, basically from here I have grass, then grass goes to woods, and then to my left where I'm shooting at, which is my neighbor's yard, there's a stone wall. So that's what you're seeing. I'll do it. A favorite number. We'll do it. Should we do this? What's my favorite number? Damn, did I do it wrong? I don't know what I just did. That's silly. Trash. Basuda. All right. So anyway, let's try this again. Let me put you back when you put you. Anyway, so I am thinking about buying myself a Darton Tritech. Hopefully I'll buy it, but I don't know. All right, let me do this again. Oh, and I have Eastern Sonic 6.0 arrows. These are lightweight. If you buy these arrows and you miss your target and you hit something, trust and believe it will blow up. Like I said, right now I'm shooting as a stone wall, like a brick wall behind me, and I had missed, and this whole thing, then the arrow just went. Oof. Here we go. Let me just take a second real quick and look at that, because I got a feeling I missed. It's funny because if you guys shoot your bow all out, you will know how much pull you use on the bow. That bow, so the arrows are maxed out. I can only put like 68 pounds on this on those arrows, so I think I'm pulling like 55, 56, something like that. My arrow puller says about 56, 57, but you know, it's 2 pounds difference. So I think it's a 55, 56. I almost want to walk down real quick and see what I hit. Because if I missed, I think I did. When I say miss, if I'm not hitting dead center, I'm missing. And I'm up to my right. Yep, I'm up to my right. So I got to move that again. So I'm way up there. All right. I don't know why I'm doing that, but hopefully it's a meat error. So I'm going to shoot. Also, guys, rule of thumb, just so we know, guys, I bounce around with my thoughts like this, like hopscotch. I bounce back and forth. I don't mean to do that. It's just how my brain works. I'll have a thought going, and then I'll just turn it off and do another thought entirely. Anyway, so I think I'm pulling like 55, 56 pounds. I'm going to shoot 2 more arrows and see where they land. I have 4, obviously. So I'll shoot 2 more arrows, and that's how you're supposed to judge if you're off a little bit. Let me see if I can. Thanks. You're welcome. I don't know why you saying thank you for. Tommy Dove 6676. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot 2 more, see where we hit. If I hit top right again, then I'll adjust it. I'll adjust my sight windage to the right and bring my sight. It's funny because every time I try to adjust this, I always get confused just because my brain's messed up. So there's a lever, right? So when I pull this down, it brings the sight up. So I got to bring the sight. If it's off, it should be off. It should be 18, but we'll see. Because my last time I shot this, it was 18, number 18 for 20 yarder. But I could be me just moving too. That's the thing. I've been shooting this 20 yards for a while with this bow, with this same setup. So the problem now is because I'm using a 6-inch stabilizer, not my 10. It could be just I could be just moving a little bit too. The last second, I do notice when I have a different stabilizer on the front, like a shorter one, it throws off my shots. So that could be the issue. So let's just give it a little see. And that's the other thing too, guys. When you have a different stabilizer on it, you will have a really weird adjustment to do. So I notice when I shoot further out with a longer stabilizer, I'm better. Well, I'm better all around. When I have a shorter stabilizer off, my arm is like swaying because it's lighter. And that's why you want weight on your bow. But also, if your footing is good, you're fine. That's it's funny because what I was gonna say was the reason why I thought I missed the first time, because when I hear like a kind of like a pop, I miss. When I hear like a thunk, I know I'm in the center. And I'm gonna shoot my deer in a little bit, but I just want to see what the deal is. So yeah, I plan on buying the dart. And here's a question for you guys, since I have you on here. I'm pulling 55, 56 pounds. I can probably pull a 70. If I buy this Darton and I buy a 70, can I bring the weight down to 60? Is it a 10-pound difference? A 10-pound minus? Or is it 5 pounds minus 5 pounds positive? Like, is it, when you buy the bow, it asks you 50, 60, 70-pound bow. And I'm high. Bounce when she walk in, bounce when she walk in, bounce, bounce, bounce. So if you guys can tell me that will help me out a lot. So when I'm buying is this thing sagging too? It's kind of saggy. Anyway, sorry. If you guys can tell me that, if I buy a 70-pound bow, how low can I bring the poundage? I can't use my sonics, obviously, if I'm going to buy a 70. But if I buy a 60-pound bow, I can bring it down to 55, 56. But anyway, I want to buy a 70, but I don't know how low I can bring the poundage. This is what we got right now. That's high. I should be lower. That's probably me. You know what I'm going to do? Just for shits and giggles, I am going to take out my 10-inch and shoot that and then see what happens. It might drop me down a little bit. Because that's the thing. If you're going to shoot different ones, it's going to throw you off. Anyway, let's give it a shot. And also, I plan on buying. This bag is about 3 years. Nope. So as of this month, I've owned my house for 4 years. This bag is about 4 years old. As you can tell, it has been beat to holy hell. I mean, the guts are like spewing out the back. I mean, look at that thing. It's just like it's an old man sagging the crying out loud. It's gone. So I got to replace that. If you want, again, it's not what you guys want. It's what I want to do. I mean, I want to show you guys the vise real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. Let me show you this vise real quick, because I want to take a break. I want to show you this bow vise that I talked about. I'm going to do a prop review probably today or tomorrow, and I'm having problems trying to figure out how to make the video for it. All right, guys. Get you some light. Get you a little sunlight in here. All right, here we go. That's the bow vise. That's the bite of bow vise. Clamps to your bench. And this is the clamp that clamps to the bench. This is the swivel for the ball swivel right there. And this thing comes off, goes on your bow. Screw on the stabilizer right there. Place it in, and it holds it. $100. Yes, you can go out and buy yourself a bike clamp, a bike vise. Same thing for $100. Not bad. And then it also has a little divot here, so you can drop it any way you want. I couldn't see myself spending $300+ for that brand. This brand is the Orange County something. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that. Hopefully I can do it and you guys will like it. I'm gonna do my best to just do a voiceover. Anyway, let me give it some more shot. I think that's what it is. I'm shooting high because I'm using a different stabilizer, which is fine. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about that bow vise. Like I said, it worked out for me because two reasons. I have 4 different bows, right? One of them is an old school Jennings. If you guys know what Jennings Huntmaster is, it's an old school bow that looks like Looks like a recurve. It's like a recurve met a compound and had a baby. Because it's a recurve limbs with a compound center. Pretty much, it's like a hybrid. That's right before they started making like actual like. This is before they actually started making like compounds like they have today. So that bow vise helps me out a lot because it clamps to the stabilizer hole and it works out so I can just go from there. So yeah, for $100, that's pretty cool. A bike vise, you can just clamp the bow on there and it'll hold it in place. Will it move around? Probably. I don't know. But for a small, I wanted something small and universal. I'm gonna put you guys a little closer because I'm just curious. All right. 20 yards is right here. I have a little divot in the floor. You're not gonna be able to see my bow, but you know what I'll do? I'll get you guys up close. You can see me looking all weird. That's good right there, right? You're not gonna see anything else. That's not too bad. Anyway, we'll shoot this 3 more times, and then I'm gonna probably sign off because I mean we're down to 14 people, and I appreciate you all. If you guys have not done it yet, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, check out my videos. I'm gonna do a product review about the bow we just talked about today. You know, I did one originally with it, and it all came with octane parts. So I did a little video about that back in the day when I first did my videos, and you can probably see my progression from what it was to what it is. I would like to get a different quiver, but again, if I'm going to buy a new bow, there's no point putting more money into this because it's just silly. I like to do this, click the this rest up only because it just makes more sense. That way you can pull it back and not have it move around. Yeah, if you guys can tell me what you think about the bow, this bow now, and and your thoughts about. I mean, obviously, Darton is a very good brand. Darton's old school. Darton's like the Ford or Chevy or GMC of the archery world because it's just an old school bow. You know what we'll do for shites? We're gonna aim for deer. We'll aim for deer. We'll do it live, right? Just do it live. All right, get you a little more like that. All right, we're gonna do it live. We got about 16 guys in here, people, and we'll aim for deer. So yeah, if you guys can tell what you're thinking about, what your thoughts are about those 3 things I just talked about, it'd be great. I don't like to set up my jacket because it's affecting my release. So it's high as shite. I do notice, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit. It's funny, when I had the sun blocker on here. Let's see. I don't know what the hell even is. When I had the sun blocker thing on here, it actually made the bow divot. That's probably why I was at 18 before. So I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it like this, or I'm gonna leave it with something else. How is it? I hit the same spot twice, and I moved my sight. I moved my sight down a little bit, and I hit the same, almost the exact same spot. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But this is what happens. When you don't shoot for 2 months. It's better, but not. It ain't money, right? It ain't cash money. Pay up 11 in cash. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just drop it a little bit more to 15. Fudge it. All right, we're at 15 versus 18. Hopefully that will make up the whole world difference. Because I really want to keep this setup. I really do. I want to keep up the setup like this lightweight setup. But I feel like it's going to be not working. What's up? I have a Matthews Halo 6. Oh, is that pretty good? Is that a nice bow? I haven't never bought a Matthews. I never used a Matthews. I've seen the Matthews Lips X and they look sweet. They're quiet as hell and they're nice, but I've never actually shot one. Yeah, that was better. All right, so I moved my sight down to a 15 on deer. I think I hit the 12 ring or the 14. I think it's 12. So I'll find out. We got 20 people back in here. Yeah, so like one day I shot my. Oh yeah, it got a hard shot, just barely. You can see how high I climbed up. So see how I climbed up from those. I thought I hit the same spot twice because it was that close. This is when I was at an 18. I moved it down a little bit. Moved it down a little bit. And I put it down to a 15. And I just missed the heart. What sucks? The reason why I hate you shooting this is because now I have to pull them out. And pulling things out suck ass. And I don't have my arrow puller. Note to self: if you guys, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we're talking. What about those new crazy impact compound bows? I don't know. The new, oh, Jesus. Sorry, hold on. Just want to show you this real quick. I got penetration through two of them, which is the top two. I have never played with those new ones. What do you think the best boat is for a 12-year-old? Bow, not boat. Best bow for a 12-year-old, I guess it depends on. That depends on your kid's size and how strong he is. I mean, my kid is 6 years old and he has a Bear Spark, which is like a recurve bow. I would go with like a. Honestly, if you're gonna do anything for your kid that's 12 years old, just get him a Bear, like a Bear compound bow, because oh my god, sweet baby Jesus. Sorry, this thing's in tight because Bear beginner bows are really good, easy to use and easy to simple setup. I would do that. Let's see. Swoop pull and around great bow. Thank you so much. Hard is good, but double is great. Yeah, it is. A Parker. Parker what? What's a Parker? What pin you number 2? I like that. All right. So what sucks now is I got 2 of them out. Now I gotta find the actual strength. I gotta find the actual strength I am a man to pull this thing out. So once you guys just hang loose a second, I'll put you like that real quick. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this out. Is some of the fact that I am an actual man. My buddy at work, my buddy at work watches that show. It's Always Sunny in Florida, and I guess he in the video the guy is doing a challenge with some girl while doing the punch out bag, right? And she does a kick. She kicks a bag and she gets like 880 something, right? He's like, I know you can kick it. She's like, yeah, you can kick it. Yeah, you can kick it. He goes, all right. So he looks at the bag and goes, I summon the fact that I'm a man. And he goes, boom. And he hits it and he gets all like 99s. It was just funny as shit. So every time I got to pull something hard, I'm like, I go, I summon the fact that I'm a man. Ah! Sorry, I'm silly. I'm a silly person. Anyway. Yeah. All right. So with this setup right now, this is exactly why I never set up my my tape, because I want to use, like I said, I have this. This is the thing. That's my 10-inch stabilizer with one weight on it. and this gives me a little bit more calmness in my shots. So, I mean, because I have a tape on it, I don't have to. Parker is a great bow for children. It pulls 15 to 45 pounds. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess a Parker's good. Like I said, my son is not shooting anything heavier yet, so that's a pretty good bow. But I'm just gonna buy something that's, for me. I do budget. I don't really try to go extreme with something. I go with a budget bow. Like I said, he has a Bear Spark that someone gave him, and he used it like a handful of times. But I don't go crazy buying it. Buying stuff because he's more of a soccer kid than he is a archery guy. He does archery because his dad does it. That's it. So that's why I'm not like, oh, we got to get out there and shoot shit. He just does it because I'm doing it. So anyway, yeah, I notice it's kind of cool when you have a bow. And like I said, I don't have a not sight tape. I have a testing tape, which is basically like has the numbers. So the cool thing with that is I can literally I can just do this. I can put up a different stabilizer and shoot this and try it out, and then not have to worry about my tape being off. So that's kind of why I like about this. Yeah. I did try. Oh, here's another thing, guys. I didn't tell you. I never buy Broadheads because one, he got what, 15 guys here. So little. I'll sell you my Parker for $75. Yeah, there you go. Sell it to the guy who needs it. I don't buy Broadheads because I don't hunt. All right, I'm not a hunter. You can't hunt with this. I'm not a hunter. I don't have a hunting license. I'm not getting up, crack of dawn to go maybe get a deer, maybe get a turkey. I'm not doing that. My day is too much. I have too much going on in my life. Where I was working in my house, working at home, shoot my bow. I don't have time to go out to hunt. Whatever. I was at Walmart 2 weeks ago. No, a month ago actually. They finally brought back their hunting line, meaning their bows, their BB guns, and stuff like that. So I went out and bought some Broadheads. There were like 3 in a pack, like $11, like 11 something, like what, 11.20. The reach was like $12. They were 100 grain tips, Broadheads that the blades can be pulled out. Pretty nice. I liked them. I shot them. I will say I was terrified because I've always used field points. Right, field points don't make a noise. When you have a Broadhead that has like the little holes in them, and you fire it, and these are cut to fit this. They're not really cut. Like this it went all the way back to here, like way back here. So I was like, if this hits my hand, I'm done. Shot it here. The Broadhead went, when I shot it, it went to the left. It zoomed right like this. But you can hear it like literally like, and I was like, oh. I have never been so like, not amped up. I just got like a good thrill of it. The last time I got a good thrill shooting something was when I was shooting my first time shooting guns. I went to Florida. We went to the shooting range and I was trying out some pistols and stuff. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just me or it's just something that happens. When you smell gunpowder residue, it's insane. Like I just get like, my brain goes, it's like catnip for clones to me. It's insane. I'm gonna pin that up for you guys. So yeah, I smelled that for the very first time. I was hooked. I was like, yo, I want this. But my wife doesn't want any guns in the house. I'm not gonna deny that because she's the wife and everyone knows the wife is the boss. I don't care what you say. Wife runs a house, wife's the boss. Let me try that back again real quick. That's a better thunk. So anyway, no gun. So what do I get? Got the bow. Because you can't get killed by shooting the bow. You can get killed shooting someone with a bow, but you're not going to be like, I got an idea. How about I hit this off in the face? So that's why I got the bow. So yep. But yeah, gunpowder got me all worked up. And then those Broadheads, I was like, it was a really cool, I wish I recorded it when I first shot it because it was a really natural shock that I did. I wasn't expecting, and I loved it. So I ended up breaking one because, hold on. I ended up breaking one because of the fact that my other bow, my Jennings, I don't have the right. So these are 400 spine. I also have 340 spines. They're full length. I come to like 30 inches. The draw length on the other one I'm about a 30-inch draw length. That one is not a 30. It's probably like a 28, but I can't adjust. This has adjustable cams. That one doesn't. It's a Jennings. If you watch my videos, you'll see it. It's an old school bow. It has these small cams like this, and you can't adjust them. You got to buy some sort of thing for it to adjust the cams. So when I pull it, I'm like this, but my arm is like kind of like that versus being like that. So I have a big jump. So it's probably 28 inches draw length, and I'm a 30. So it's probably more than that. I mean, there's no way it's 2 inches. I think it's probably 4 inches, but it's a big jump. So when I was shooting it, and then again, the bow weight on that's probably 55 pounds, and I have to like crank it. I don't want to break it, so I don't like doing it. But anyway, shot it, and it just all over the place. So the bow is not properly tuned, so it blew out one of my broadheads. The picture's high, but anyway, it felt high, but it's felt centered. Anyway, so yeah, so I shot that, and I haven't shot it since, only because I didn't want to break anymore. One more shot. That one, guys. I like shooting a 55-pound, 56, and also, I haven't shot in a while, so I like having a bow that's a little bit easy to shoot, and I can shoot this all day, but I will get tired. But I haven't shot too much. I'm exhausted. This swag gets a damn gun as long as you're trained with it and stores are correctly. Ain't gonna be any issues. Yeah, true. But again, I'm not gonna, like I said, here's the thing. You gotta pick your battles. As my wife says, pick your battles. And in that battle, I'm not even gonna play with. I'm not doing it. I don't need a gun like that. I don't find there's no threats that I need to get a gun for, so I don't need it. And I don't want to be going through the hassle of if I get pulled by a cop and get a gun in the car. Yep, and you're. So I'm not doing that. I just, like I said, I'd rather be safe, because the only person I'm gonna be worried about if I own a gun is the cops. I'm not worried about someone to come to my house and rob me. I'm worried about police pulling me over and beating me to death with my own gun. So that's just me. Damn it. That looks sweet as honey, but it's not honey. All right, so I couldn't see what I was hitting, so I did one of those tight groups, but I feel like I'm a little high, but that's not bad. What do you guys think for grouping wise? Is that pretty good? Yeah, pretty good. You like? I like. Me likey. Anyway, we're running down on people. That's right. It's gosh money. I used to know a guy. I knew a guy that was from Sierra Leone, it's a Jamaican dude, right? And he always says to me, "Gosh, is king, man." So he always said, "Gosh is king." He's like, "Pay up 11 gosh." I'm like, "Gosh is king." So yeah, I'll take that all day. That's money right there. That is fucking money. That is cash money. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I had it pretty good. So yeah, next time someone says something to you, tell them, "Gosh, it's king." It's with an accent too. I'm like, "Yeah, man, gosh, it's king." They'll be like, "Oh, mess." Damn, this is tight. I mean, it's tight that if I grab it, hold on, I'll show you how tight this is. It's so tight. If I grab this, there's 3 here. There's literally 3 there. I will say for sure. Oh my god. I will say for sure. I have 4 bows. I have 4 different arrows. I'll tell you the arrows. So I'll tell you the bow. I'll tell you the bows, and I'll tell you the arrows. And I'll tell you right now, these are my faves. I have Diamond S320, Sonic 6.0s. The weight, it's like 300 plus. It's like 386, roughly. I'm not going to go details, but I just want to give you the bow and the arrow. Jennings Huntmaster. What the fuck am I using for the arrows? I am using. Sorry, I have like 2 of them. This is black on it. Jennings Huntmaster black. Fuck's it called? Damn it. Blackout. Sorry, blackout arrows. X5 MB's blackouts. That's what they're called, blackouts. Not a fan. The 340s, all right. So the 340, I know. The 340 makes it wrong. I understand that. That's when I bought. So when I bought this diamond from Cabela's, they gave me full length 340 spine, 85 grain tips, blackout arrows. Oh yeah, you'll grow into them. And they sit me at a 50-pound draw weight. So when I shot the arrows, they were. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like the hell? This can't be right. And I realized the guy should have gave me 400s, not 340s. So I ended up buying better arrows for tack. And this is like 4 years later, by the way. I shot those arrows with this bow for a long time, and I can shoot them still. But now that I have these fucking things, bruh, these are like darts. All right, when I say darts, it's like if you ever play darts, you do this, and they go. I can shoot 65 yards, and you'll see it go like money. So I'm never going with those arrows. But what I'm trying to say is the 340s are for my Jennings, which doesn't like it. My Samick Discovery 62-inch recurve are Eastern Legacy bows, arrows. Are Eastern Legacy arrows, 800 grain tips. Nice, they work good, but I shoot the ball of gas because it's a recurve and it's too short. And my 68-inch Samick Avanti recurve are Black Eagle 600 arrows, full spine. And those are nice. I haven't shot that thing in a minute. That's my second. So I've actually had, hold on, Jesus, I've had 5 bows. I've owned 5 bows. I currently own 4. My first one was a Southwest Archery with those same arrows. And then I ended up cracking the limb on one of them because it was like 60. It was less than 68, but like 64. And I ended up cracking the limb from pulling it back. Gives to the guys, all right, I need another arrow. And he gave me I bought the diamond. Oh my God. I bought the Samick Avanti bow, 68-inch, same arrows, and shot ever since. And I haven't shot in a while because I've really gotten into shooting compound. Whoa. We are arrow our arrows. Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Just let me ride my train to that station. What's the best bow for hunting? That is up to you. I think personally, any bow is good for hunting. But if I was gonna buy a bow for hunting, I'm a budget guy, so I want to buy the Darton Tritech. That's a really good bow to shoot for hunting. Matthews is always good to buy for hunting. PSE is a good bow to hunt. The PSE Mark III or Mark something is really good. The Matthews Lift X is fucking the shit, But budget / so here's the thing. All right, me just stop the train for a second. You can get budget bows and you can buy flagship bows. I feel like my Diamond Edge 320 is a budget bow. It was like $470. I could shoot it, but I could hunt small animal. I can probably hunt turkeys and shit like that. I probably couldn't hunt boar with it. But if you want something that's a little bit more as a flagship, like when I say flagship, like 1,000 plus, the Dart and Tritech is like $1,350. You can buy it on from Lancaster Archery, and they'll give you like a payment plan for it, and you can buy it like that. That's what I'm going to be doing. I can't spend $1,300 on a fucking bow. Are you kidding me? I'll be buried in this yard. My wife would put me in the yard. She'll just bury me with a grin on her face. So for $1,350, and you can pay it the way you want to pay it, monthly, weekly, whatever. That's a good bow. The Matthews is probably $1,400, maybe a little more. But that's a good bow too. So depending on what you like, if you guys, it's like buying sneakers. People like Nikes, people like Adidas. It's all what you like, what you want to get. The best thing to do is go someplace, try out a couple bows, look at reviews. Look at reviews that you will look at and that you might like. That's the best way to do it. I got hooked on like seeing the Dart because of the history of it, and I like the way the bow looks, and I can afford that. So I'm just reading this here real quick. Any cheap break barrel recommended for a barrel, bro? I don't know. I don't know anything about guns like that. This is not a gun website, a gun live. I just know I know a little bit about arrows and bows, and that's it. But what I was gonna get at, these arrows are not really good for hunting. You probably could hunt with these, but they're too narrow. But my point is, the guys gave me the wrong arrows off the rip, so I had to adjust my shooting to shoot the arrows that I had with the 340s. This bow goes up from 7 pounds to 70 pounds, and they're good. Again, if you have a teen, like a high school kid or a person that's just shooting, this bow is sweet. You can grow with it. I'm buying that other one because I want a flagship bow. That's why I'm buying it. There's nothing wrong with this bow. I've put a lot of time, a lot of money in this bow. I just want a flagship bow to say, well, you know what? I got a flagship bow. I got a nice budget bow, and I have like a antique, legendary bow, whatever you want to call it. But I want this Darton because it looks sweet. And I hope I can go to TAC again this year. I'm already planning to go to TAC this year. I want to go to PA this year. I went to Vermont last year, and it was like shitty rain. And if this was dialed in properly last year, I would have did a lot better. I think I had like 24 arrows. I think I lost 5. And it's because I didn't have, it wasn't the shots wasn't hard. The shots were pretty easy. The hard part was I didn't have my bow. I had the test tape on there still, setup tape, and I didn't have enough idea what was going to be what with when. So it came down to the skill and know my bow. If I knew the bow a little bit better with the sight tape being off and the actual tape being on, I would have been all set. But I didn't. I was better off using my 4-pin sight. The reason why I went with this particular thing is because this particular sight, only because the fact that it's a single pin. Here you go. It's a single pin, and it's really easy to hit your target. I had a 3-pin sight. It came with this originally from Octane, and then I ended up changing it from a 3-pin to a 5-pin, and I worked on that. Problem with that was I ended up getting confused with a couple of sights sometimes. Anyway, I know I'm blabbering. Sorry about that. I gap. I don't mean to gap. But anyway, point was, these arrows work really good for this setup. Keyword in that situation is setup. You need an arrow that's going to be the right setup for your bow. Like I said, they said the max draw length, bow weight for this is 68 pounds. Because it's a full mil, 400 spine. If I had a heavier spine, I can go 60 pounds, wherever it was. But the good thing is the fact that those guys gave me the wrong arrows, and I had to learn to adjust how to shoot with the 340s, helped me develop a little bit better. And then once I got these, I was like, I'm good. So, and the good thing now is with those 340s, if I get the darting, I can use those to shoot with for a while until I get better arrows. And honestly, I think my goal right now, I'm trying to just convert everything to Eastern. I want all my bows to be Eastern arrows. I love these arrows; they're really nice. I want to buy the Eastern Hunter Classic arrows that look sweet. So I want to buy that because I like them. I want to buy those. But I'm trying to get my other two bows for Eastern arrows. I just like them. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I know it sounds weird, but I'm a person. If I like something, I'm going to buy it. 3 out of my 4 bows are bee stinger parts. This is bee stinger, bee stinger, bee stinger. My 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 ceramic Avanti is bee stinger, which means I have a 5-inch. Is it 5? I have a 5-inch. I have a 30-inch long rod bee stinger. I have 2 12-inch shorts bee stinger. The V-bar bee stinger. The extension bee stinger. And my other bow, the Jennings, is a bee stinger Hunter Extreme on there, just the stabilizer, not the actual piece. And my other bow. So this came with a an octane stabilizer, little small thing with a little wobbly thing on the end. I put that on my Samick. Who's parking now? I put that on my Samick Discovery bow, only because I needed it to. It just helps when I shoot. It just gives me that little wobble. So that's why I have that on there. And by the way, I will say something real quick. Something funny, which it's not funny. My wife says it's cheating. So my wife thinks all these little parts, these gadgets, she calls it, is cheating. She doesn't shoot. So let's be clear. She's not a shooter. She won't shoot. I'm trying to get her to shoot. What are you saying? You nagging turkeys this spring. If I go get my hunting license, I will go shoot a turkey. I have turkeys that walk through here all the time. Yeah, I know. I was like, is he saying the wrong word? And he has bagging. I was like, nagging? I'm like, oh, he means bagging. I got you. If I go get my hunt license, I will go bagging a turkey with this. Sorry. It's funny. I knew what you meant, but I was like, he mistyped the guy. I do the same thing. Right? I'll type something wrong by accident. I'll say hey and be like, bleh. If I go get my license for that, I'll go do some turkeys this year. But we'll see. Anyway, me shoot this again. I'm gonna aim for the deer. And by the way, I don't know. I have a question for the hunters in here. There's 4 guys left. I don't know how you can take a deer out. I have the target here. I can go 3 shooting and no problem. Hit the lion, hit the turkey, hit the fish, hit the gator, hit them all. When I see a deer in person, I go into an all state. Like my brain goes like that's a unicorn to me. Like I can't. I see deer all the time. That's why I see them. I'm like, look at that thing. I just want to pet it, and I don't know how you can actually like use this to get out. And I'm trying my best to like. I'm not hating. I just don't know how to get my brain to do that. Like, I mean, if I had boar here, I'd be hunting me some boar for sure. Turkey, I'm taking that bad boy out. But a deer, I can't see myself to do it. I don't know why. And I need to know how you can do it. Like, no bullshit. I need to know how you train your brain to do that. Because I need to know. Because I want to go hunting for deer, but I don't know if I can do it. Like, I just don't know. I wish I can. I really want to do it. I just don't know if I can. I'm going to put 2 in the bag. That was low. That dropped. I'm put 2 in the deer. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I can shoot the deer right here, but when I see it in real life and it does that, at face it does that. I'm like, you know what I mean? I wish I could. I don't know. I need to know how. I want you guys tell me how you can do it, so I can train this to do that. Like, I don't know. I wish I can just like, you know what? I'm taking you out. I'm bringing you home. Put you on my mantelpiece. That was a 10. What is he saying? If you have to question yourself, don't do it. Exactly. That is the exact answer. I'm glad. Well, I am glad you said that. That is the exact answer I wanted to know, because that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say that, but I think that's what I wanted someone to say. Money. But that's exactly. I'm glad you said that, because that's, you know what, I'm pinning that bad boy up. Pin it, because that's exactly what I was hoping you would say. If you have to question yourself, then just don't do it. So hence why I don't hunt. I guess I can probably do like a boar or a turkey. I don't think I can do a deer. Like I said, I've seen them in person, and my brain just like, it fogs up. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of just goes to like, me seeing a deer in person is like seeing a dog. The first thing I want to do is I want to go pet it. I don't see a threat, so I can't set my mind up to like, oh, look at that food. I just can't. All right, this is my last 2 shots. Those are ugly. These are ugly. All right, here we go. 2-1 bag, lowest pie, which I don't like. And it kind of turned a little bit. I got 2 there. I do shoot better on target because I need some, and I think this bag is just like, it's done. I have another bag in the house. This one's just done. You can see it's all sloped out. It's just like, put me on my misery. So I gotta take her out eventually, but it's not too bad. If you could tell, I know I hit right there a lot. Anyway, sorry guys. Sorry about that. I hit the button by accident. Hit the wrong button. Anyway. Anyway, hold on, quick guys. So anyway, I'm gonna get off in a second. I'm gonna walk back to my thing, and sweet Jesus, you can say ow. My wife's calling. That's why I'm getting off. Anyway, you guys have been great. If you guys can, press the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. I hope I see you guys again soon. It's been great, and I will see you probably next week. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys for talking with me. I appreciate you, and have a good day.